The next Russell Wilson, drafted in the same division as the Seahawks quarterback, in the end of the Cardinals' 74-year championship drought in the 75th season since 1947. Because it's Arizona Cardinals that equals 75. The defending Super Bowl champion I've already correctly predicted to be the Indianapolis Colts before it's even happened. Elite numerology explains it perfectly. It's been completely decoded. 74 years later from 1947 is going to be the Super Bowl in 2021. It's Larry that equals 74. Messiah equals 74. I talked about the meaning of the cardinal red and even the Pope's ordained bishops, because the cardinal owners are owned by Jesuit Catholics. Even the prior quarterback got it drafted, Josh Rosen. Joshua equals 74. Cross equals 74. The Jewish quarterback taken by the Cardinals, I thought that meant he had to be the chosen one, but instead it may be Kyler Murray. That may have something to do with the original Jews actually being dark-skinned themselves, possibly, because don't forget, they're from the Middle East. They're going to look entirely different from Europeans. Biblical Jesus is in the image of white people. Super Bowl 55 is going to be played on February the 7th. That was the same day as Super Bowl 43. So let me show you Super Bowl 43. The Steelers scripted 6 championship against the Cardinals, and then 12 years later, with the next Russell Wilson, who played for the team that's known for being the 12th man. 12 years later, and even some of this biblical symbolism that they have here. He talked about the rams being sacrificed to Abraham in the Bible, and how Tom Brady wins his 6th Super Bowl against the Rams. That has something to do with it as well. Super Bowl 55 not only is 12 years later, it's going to be played at Tampa Bay again. It's played on the same date, February the 7th. February the 7th can be written out as 2-7. That forms a 27. Here's why they played in Super Bowl 43. It's because in Gematria it is red that equals 27. Now it is Russell Wilson the second that equals 72. February the 7th can be written out as the 7th day of the 2nd month. That's how you write that out. That's how you know that Kyler Murray is going to be the guy that's going to end that title drought for Arizona. It's Kyler that equals 71 and 26. It's Rosen that equals 71 and 26 as well. This is why Kyler Murray replaced Josh Rosen by the numbers through the Kabbalah code of Gematria. And I just think about David Blatt, the Israeli Jewish coach of the Cleveland Cavaliers. The year the Cavaliers won the championship, don't forget, he got fired and he got replaced by a black man, Tyronn Lue. He coaches these guys to victory. This is something awfully similar. The NFL marketing these quarterbacks. The next Russell Wilson equals 87. August the 7th can be written out as 8-7. Kyler Murray, drafted on August the 7th. That is his birthday. He wears number 1. He was even born on a date numerology of 41. That is 1997. August the 7th of 1997 adds up to 41. In Gematria, it is Super Bowl that equals 41. It is championship that also equals the simple Gematria value of 131. Now, 1997. Same with Josh Rosen. Josh Rosen was born in 1997. 1997 is the year of the ox. Ox is number 2 in the order. Russell Wilson wore number 2. The last time Arizona won the championship was 1947. 2021 is an ox year. Kyler Murray is an ox. It's looking awfully great right now for Arizona here. And 2020 in the Ox and Elizabeth Warren, that's looking even better because who hired the first female coach? The first interim. It was Arizona. We've seen a ton of Super Bowl rematches in recent years, and it really shows you just how scripted these games are for these teams to have payback, to get revenge, like the Eagles. The 2020 season would be the 101st season. The Cardinals will be the next bird team to win. It is Philadelphia that equals 101 in Gematria. Philadelphia is one of the 7 churches mentioned in the book of Revelation. The 101st season may have to do with the next bird team to win the Super Bowl. And in 1947, don't forget, the Arizona Cardinals defeated the Philadelphia Eagles in that game. The amount of time from Kurt Warner's birthday, the last quarterback to take Arizona to the Super Bowl, to August the 7th is the time span of 47 days, a lot like the year 47. And then it's 46 years if you don't include the end day. Now, it's Chicago that equals 46. Now, Chicago Cubs used to have the longest championship drought in professional sports. Now it is a team from Chicago, the Arizona Cardinals, that now have the longest championship drought in North American sports. All of this is completely rigged and completely scripted. This kid should be a bust or whatnot, but they're probably going to make this guy out to be good. His real name is Kyler Cole Murray. Kyler C. Murray equals 62. Cardinal equals 62. The slogan shocked the world back in 2008, 2009. 62 numerology. Now, when you look at the 2020 Arizona Cardinals season on Wikipedia, that would be the 32nd season in Arizona since the team moved from St. Louis. That would be the 2019 Cardinals. I have to look up since 2020. They don't have the article yet. So 2019 is going to be the 32nd season in Arizona. 2020 is going to be the 33rd year in Arizona. Russell Wilson won the Super Bowl in his second year. So is Kyler Murray. Because it's all rigged by the Freemasons. Chicago Cardinals, the C is the third letter, CC forms a 33. Chicago Cubs, 33, right? All this is scripted. Masonry equals 103. He played for the Oklahoma Sooners in college football. Sooners equals 33. Murray equals 33. Murray equals 96 in Gematria. The rigging of the NFL by the Freemasons, it's knowledge, it's Freemason that equals 96. Heck! It's even NFL that equals 32. 32 teams in the NFL and 32 full seasons in Arizona. The commissioner's a 33rd man. The commissioner knows who's going to win the Super Bowl every single year. And what Kyler Cole Murray represents is revenge for the Pittsburgh Steelers. Against the Pittsburgh Steelers for Arizona. 2020 adds up to 40. The ultimate psyop is, Ben Roethlisberger wears number 7, so he has to win the 7th Super Bowl. Pittsburgh has to win the 7th Super Bowl with Ben Roethlisberger. The ultimate curveball is going to happen at that time. It doesn't mean Big Ben is going to win. This guy Kyler is going to be the king. The quarterback win the Super Bowl for Arizona. Arizona versus Pittsburgh. King Kyler both equal the same gematria. This has to line up with Larry Fitzgerald being the GOAT wide receiver. Heck, Russell Wilson equals 54. 54 prior Super Bowls. There it is. The next Russell Wilson, people. The next Russell Wilson. America's being more and more diverse, so you need more black quarterbacks because obviously the colored people are not going to like seeing every team with a white quarterback. So this is why you've seen this over the last 10 years. City of Tampa Bay, 58. The next Russell, 58. Title equals 21. 21 months later, in the year 21, with Patrick Peterson, number 21 in the year 21. 21 months from the time he was drafted, he is going to win the Super Bowl 93 weeks later. And the meaning of 93 is, of course, a drought. Drought equals 93 and 39. Arizona equals 39. Kyler Murray, the NFL is rigging it for Kyler Murray to win the Super Bowl with Larry Fitzgerald. There is no other way. On another planet, in a league not completely controlled, this kid would be a bust, but the NFL is going to make this guy look good. Oh, the Cardinals O-line, and this guy's going to scramble like Russell. If you know football, that's what's going to happen. If you know football like me, man, I know a lot of football. I probably know more than all y'all combined here. I mean, I know an awfully lot here. Alrighty here, so with that said here, what does February the 1st of 2009 bring us? The fact that February the 1st is the 33rd day, that 2020 is their 33rd year in existence. They've gone back to the 3-4 defense. They got Larry and all this, and they rigged the season last year. So the first overall pick in the 2019 draft lines up with Arizona equaling 39. The 2019 equals 39. So I've seen a bunch of retarded things happen with the team that just makes no sense. It shows you how rigged and scripted the league is. The Detroit Lions even. Bruce Arians' first win as a coach, and Kyler Murray first win week 1, Detroit. It's already rigged. Arizona will miss the playoffs this year. They're just going to have years and years and years without winning, and you can imagine after Arizona that they're just going to completely script it for the Cleveland Browns at some point, one way or the other. Ha! Oklahoma, all this. Elizabeth Warren from Oklahoma and all of this. You gotta look up for these symbolic tributes here. And what lines up the 51st modern day Super Bowl and the fact that it is the Cardinals that equals 51. This is a year that's gonna produce a really big underdog. Cardinals Steelers equals 67, 184 days later from Kyler Murray's birthday to the rigged Super Bowl that year is 184 days. 184 days. Can you believe that? Now, I think Pittsburgh even equals 50. Isn't that amazing? Pittsburgh equaling 50. February the 7th, 2021, I have the 50. You couldn't script any better if you had these two teams in the playoffs. If we see the Colts and the Saints, then the NFL is going to think that every fan that watches the league is a retard. You have all these Super Bowl rematches over the years. You've had Patriots, Eagles. You could have the Saints and the Colts, and then the Bengals and the 49ers, the Cowboys and, the fucking, not the Steelers, but the Bills. Many other Super Bowl rematches, Giants, Patriots. It shows you that your NFL is completely controlled. 15th annual championship game, the NFL in 1947, the rigged NFL, and the fact that it lines up with Tampa equaling 15. They got to give Larry Fitzgerald a ring, the greatest player ever, the scripted career, staying loyal and all that. It's like Peyton Manning when you don't think he's going to win, and suddenly he does win that Super Bowl, and no one he thought he was done after the Super Bowl against Russell Wilson. Your rigged NFL cannot be any more clear. After Arizona, it has to be Baker and Cleveland on one particular year. I know what year it is. Them boys in Dallas gonna be good. These brothers on Raiders and the bad boy image, the Chiefs, the Colts be red hot. Once this team wins the Super Bowl, they're going to be shit again, and the Rams are going to have a big path to rebuilding. That is your rigged NFL in a nutshell over these next few years.